There's like a category now, isn't it? Wait, so hang on. How come 40 lines is not a category in itself then? Like, wouldn't you just split the thing into 2 categories? Like, you have like the DAS category, and then you have like the one key finesse category. I don't know.
I think that we're not here to debate one key finesse, especially considering the player who did it isn't even in this bracket, because WESTL does find that first round here.
That's a good point. I'm sure every argument's been made at this point. I don't think I'll bring anything new to the table. Rather, I want to see people go brrr in Tetris.
Yeah, and that is going to be a lot of what this is going for. And honestly, okay, of all players that can keep up, though, Tikki is doing a great job. Definitely used to this matchup, and those are some great finds. Staying alive here, not easy to do, but WESTL does convert that round.
I looked over at chat to read your message to Garbo, and looked back to see a 32 just appear on my screen. That was majestic. And off we go again. WESTL immediately LSTing, and then actually finds, I think that was a floating donation. I don't know what's happening. He's playing too fast!
Yeah, WESTL having to break that there, finding that down stack, some all spins nonsense, but mainly keeping towards that normal stacking with those T-spins, and Tikki gets themselves in an awkward spot, cannot find their way out in time.
Throwing an S piece to the side there, I thought that might be a problem. Then I looked over at Tiki's board and saw the same problem 4 times over. Not great.
And okay, Wiley, this is lore that I'm sure the players are aware of, but you're not, is they recently added new T-spins into Tetrio.
Oh, I know about that. The one where you it's on the side well, like it's like well 1 and 2. That's technically a spin.
Okay, that was an insane find from Tikki. That was so well done right there. Tikki at the top of the board there was not in a great spot, and that was like an amazing find back down to a good spot.
Yeah.
All right, Tikki breaks that back-to-back. That board state, that cheese on Tikki's board is not easy to get through right here. Ooh, that misdrop is not it.
Yeah, they do fix it fairly well. That was a pretty clean fix, and oh boy, yeah. How do you
not able? Held on very well there for a very long time.
4-0 though. We are into the first to 11s, so this is going to be a longer one. But then again, it also might be shorter. Is that a Trinity coming up?
Yeah, I think was that. Yeah. I think that was like a misdrop that almost turned into a Trinity, and then WESTL realized that they shouldn't do that. Wow, yeah, and there is Tikki's first round.
Nice work. 10 to go.
Yeah. Yeah, not an easy task. Not an easy task. And there's WESTL going for that the PCO setup into a 5-4 stack. Ooh, yeah, Tikki just not finding enough speed there.
Yeah, actually, I think they incorrectly set up a T-spin overhang, or they tried to do an ice field, something like that, and it just meant they tanked rather than clearing a line. Well, okay. They fixed it fairly well, though.
I mean, yeah, that's what WESTL is known for, is just things like that and fixing them well, which, you know, you're allowed to do if you can go 6 PPS.
I mean, look, Tikki right here.
Yeah. Tikki holding on right there, but WESTL just finding the kill in time.
Tikki immediately tanking like 16 lines of garbage.
I mean, sometimes that's all you can do is just sit there and just like, all right, let's not put any pieces down for half a second and then accept 16, because that's how this works.
Every piece they placed, they tanked, I think, 4 or 5 lines there, and it was fantastic. WESTL casually peaking at 5.9 pieces per second. Not bad. Nice overhangless spin there. Converting into a 10 back-to-back, 11 back-to-back, 12 back-to-back. I can't keep up. 29!
And Tikki handled that so well. Like that, there was some really great handling of the garbage that was coming in, some really great pauses and really great all spins, but yeah, again, just not enough.
You know, I'll be honest, like the back-to-back surge system, I wasn't a fan of it when it came out, but it is growing on me more and more.
I mean, there's a reason why people say that it's, oh wow, Yeah, okay, that is a beautiful round from Tikki. There's a reason why people say it's somewhat similar to TEC zone in how the macro plays out. You're gonna have to think about that one for a while, aren't you?
No, there's something just came in, sorry.
Okay.
One moment, just a couple technical
No, you're
things.
good. All right, so Tikki finding some very nice speed here, getting those all spins ready to go, having the higher back-to-back. WESTL has that -9 on the board. Tikki sends that spike, and that is going to be a 30 spike there from that surge, but WESTL doing WESTL things, surviving this down stacking, sending surge onto Tikki's board, but Tikki handling this expertly.
WESTL is just pulling out so many crazy spins that round, and even despite Tikki handling that fantastically, WESTL pulls home their ninth round, just 2 to go. Do the commentators have a beef bit? Oh.
I think it's because I said that like surge can be thought of at the same way as zone, and I thought that you had to think about that for a while, like genuinely, because I think that's a statement that you would genuinely have an opinion on, but you'd need to think on it for a while.
I do have an opinion on it, but I'll wait till after the game.
Yeah. Yep, match point for WESTL there.
10-2.
Tikki keeping up here at the beginning of this round. I mean, a couple of hesitations, but they're just normal human hesitations there. Some really great all spins finds.
You say normal human hesitation, but then WESTL doesn't have them, so I don't know what that says about him.
Yeah, WESTL doesn't have them. That's kind of what I'm highlighting there, is that...
Whoa!
Ooh, amazing finds from Tikki there.
You survive a 30.
Oh, and that, oh my gosh, that down stack is gorgeous there.
Oh, the speed actually coming in a deficit there. WESTL's up stacking.
And that's exactly what you have to do if you're Tikki, is just turn WESTL's garbage into a weapon, which is so much easier said than done.
Yeah. But if anyone's going to do it, it would be seed 2 in the tournament, right?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I'm sort of in awe. Like, I just sort of zoned out from just watching the stacking, and that's going to be the game. Wow.
Yeah, and that could be one hesitation, one little misdrop that does cost Tikki the match there. But that was extremely well played.